And ready to get it going, we see the Cavaliers. We've got NBA basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. This is 2K Sports bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, calling the action with my broadcast partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And as we take a look here at Derrick Rose, what's your take?
You know, he's great to watch because nothing seems to get him down. He just brings a great spirit and a belief and an energy to not only to the game, but to his teammates as well.
And Steve, it's not just once in a while for him. He does that all the time.
You look at Chicago, a great start to the season for them, notching 3 wins to tip it off.
And Kevin, there's no debate that they've been the dominant team in this series so far this season. Individually, they just seem to match up so well against this club.
And you know what, Steve? If you do a position-by-position breakdown, you can see why the previous contests have all gone to them. I mean, they've got an advantage in just about every spot.
Can't get it to go. And Cleveland the other way now. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Yeah, that was very sloppy in that first matchup. It was a poorly played game, and it turned into a blowout because they continued to turn the ball over and they didn't execute offensively. Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. A good job getting it started before the defense can get itself set.
Here's Irving. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
Irving up top. He's covered by Rose. G, no good. And it's hard to forget what Steve mentioned. The turnovers really piled up last time.
Yep, you know, Steve's always on top of it, as are you. You can bet their coach was on top of it as well and didn't let them forget about that. It was an embarrassing statistic and an embarrassing loss.
Now here's Waiters after the miss from Joakim Noah. And Waiters kicks to G. He feeds it to Irving. Shot clock at 5. Elbow shot is on the way. And another miss by Cleveland.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team.
Yeah, forcing that miss right there, great effort. It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Shot's good by Waiters.
Now they finally connect with their 4th shot of the game.
Here is Rose.
Waiters!
Lets it fly. That doesn't go either for Rose.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault, and that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. Mike Brown and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He said that their defensive focus, no surprise, will be trying to keep Derrick Rose out of the lane. He added, you know he's come a long way as an outside shooter, but he's a pick-your-poison type of player. We can't let him get into the paint. Makes sense, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
Well, it looked like another year where Tristan Thompson would just be a role player for the Cavs, but when Anderson Varejao went down with the injury, Thompson really seized the opportunity to become a more prominent player for the Cavaliers, and he made a lot of improvement.
And it's good.
Beautiful cut to the hoop. He's getting anything he wants here already.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Irving against Rose. Outside Dang. Back to Rose. The kick outside to Butler. Here's Boozer. Buries it down low. Boozer's got his first 2 points of the night. And you look at Thompson, a force on the offensive glass to be sure. How big a score, Clark, do you think he can be?
Well, I don't know if he's a shooter based on the form. He's got some mechanics that he needs to work out in the shot, but I love his arms, his length, his bounce, his motor. I think he continues to work on his post move, develop a go-to move. Who knows, he could become more than serviceable as an offensive player.
Rose, good.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Irving against Rose. Irving can't hit.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them. You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Rose, that's good. Last game for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Raptors. Irving kicks to Waiters. Here's G. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bynum. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
It looked to me as though the Cavs seemed to take a step backwards last year in their development. It wasn't that they lost any players. They just failed to take the next step in terms of competing in the Eastern Conference.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Tom Thibodeau was giving to his team. He said, whatever you do not get caught up in a run-and-gun type of game. We need to keep the pace under control. He also wants them to play very physically. Impose your will on them, he said. Let them know who they're up against. Kevin, we'll see how that strategy pans out as this game develops.
Thanks again, Doris. Cavs did have a hard time against other Eastern teams, had a hard time against any team, really, but in games against the East, Steve, they went 18-34. That's not going to cut it.
No, and the only division that the Cavs really held their own against was the Southeast, which was obviously pretty weak. So this was a Cleveland team that knew it was going to struggle. They did struggle, but again, hope for the future with a lot of young talent. And remember, they got the #1 pick, Anthony Bennett.
Here's Jack, following the score by Derrick Rose. Shot's good by Waiters.
Not really the shot they were looking for, but still they got it to go.
Jack against Rose. Rose can't get that one to fall.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
Jack against Rose. And it's blocked by Dunleavy, and he gets it back from outside the arc. And another 3 for Cleveland.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
1 second separate in the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Rose. He's got 10. Inside. And Heinrich with the basket, the assist by Rose.
Back and forth we go. That basket gives us just another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest. I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside, into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
It's a tie game here in Cleveland. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports.
Season blasts off. Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers take on Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's the NBA next Thursday.